Welcome to Talking Experience Analytics with a decent beer in a shed. And today we have a fabulous packing bowls from the wonderful people up at Dank House in Ohio. And the glass, that's from Fun Spot, the world's largest video games arcade near Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire. High scory. The labour model maketh the friendly, not the man. There's an obsession with the friendliness of associates in US grocery, and I understand the obsession, but the challenge is leading improvement in employee engagement in friendliness tends to feature far higher than it should do from the data. The data tells us it's important, but it's about the fifth most important element for most customers after real on-shelf availability, after value projection, then promotional clarity, the fresh proposition, and then we get to employee and associate engagement. And incidentally, that's followed by friction reduction, and the seventh data set that's critical to the mass mainstream US customer right now is health, really expressed as pharmacy. But the challenge is, even though it is important, friendliness is binary. Your associates, they're either friendly or they're not. Somebody who's indifferent, that's not friendly. Somebody who gives a smile, that is friendly. And the obsession with trying to create gradations between those two binary states is causing many cycles of effort to be expended and investment to be expended, when really the one thing you can do to make associates friendly is fix the labour model. And how do we mean fix the labour model? Give people more time to do things. Give people more time to complete tasks. Absolutely, and foster a culture in which store leadership want to coach good behaviours. That's a given. And a great store director will do that anyway, whether you're leading them brilliantly or not. But when you have 100 stores, 200 stores, or a fleet of 2,000 stores, getting that consistent delivery of friendliness is really tough. And there are two things you need. You need the data to understand what is actually happening. How are your stores turning up for customers in this particular respect? But also, what are the behaviours I want to encourage that turn on friendliness? Eye contact, laughing, smiling, actively approaching customers, being available for customers. Again, all products of people being managed well in a good culture where they have time to do the things that allow them to be proactive and friendly. The data part of this is critical. You've got to know what to be measuring. And up on the screen here, you can see what we measure when we look at friendliness. We look at four things in particular. Actually, we do this all around the store, but this is the macro view of it. We're looking for the behaviours that people are exhibiting. Things like associates offering help, using open body language, and we define what open body language actually means. This is not an opinion. This is, did you see X? And that was open body language. Listening to customers, laughing, smiling, making eye contact. All of those things can be recorded, observed, measured. We also look at positive activities, things we know from the research are great to have going on in an environment that promotes friendliness, but also the static stuff, the graphics, your retail media screens. Make sure there are friendly, positive human faces on those screens. The Kroger bubble cartoon people are a really good example of this, by the way. Just seeing positive, friendly faces makes people feel better about your brand, and they use it really well. If you've got greeters and exit checking receipts, pick up the data on those as well. So, very straightforward. You've got to have a data schema that means you can measure incidents of the things that mean customers experience friendly or they experience unfriendly. Know that, and you can then support your store teams and your regional teams, whatever it might be, in delivering those great experiences. The labour model maketh the friendly, not the man. Cheers.